Even with half a brain, Sarah didn't think her son would be able to do very much at all.
We were expecting just nothing really, just a child who couldn't walk, talk or speak.
But Jake was doing lots of things, and his mum and dad couldn't understand how.
How can he be here, breathing and moving, if he's missing that much brain?
But the reason seemed to lie in the fact that it had happened when Jake was a baby and not an adult. Nearly 200 miles away in Hull, 6-year-old Jake Gladstone is starting another day at his local primary school. Jake had a bigger brain than Noah at birth, but he had severe neurological problems of his own. Could Jake's progress hold clues to the future for Noah if he continues to improve?
Everything was fine. Pregnancy was perfectly normal. He was all right when he was born. And after about 3 or 4 weeks, I noticed that he wasn't turning to the right, and he wasn't using his right hand for anything in the cot. He was using his left hand to grab hold of things on the cot side, but not his right. He had an MRI when he was 6 months old, and they found that quite a large amount of the left-hand side of his brain is missing.
Let's use your brain and let's get you to choose another colour.
I think it's light blue next.
A light blue next, OK then.
It looks as if he had an in utero stroke, which damaged a very large part of the left side of his brain and has left a large area of what we call cystic encephalomalacia, which is a large cystic area. There's no brain there where that dead brain was, has all gone, and it's just fluid now.
Maybe you can finish colouring that in later.
Even with half a brain, Sarah didn't think her son would be able to do very much at all.
We were expecting just nothing really, just a child who couldn't walk, talk or speak.
But Jake was doing lots of things, and his mum and dad couldn't understand how.
How can he be here, breathing and moving, if he's missing that much brain?
But the reason seemed to lie in the fact that it had happened when Jake was a baby and not an adult.
If that sort of injury occurred in somebody who was a teenager or an adult, it is unlikely that they would recover the same amount of function because the plasticity of their brains is less. The brain doesn't regenerate. When brain tissue or spinal cord tissue dies, that's it. And the way that function returns is by the recruitment of other pathways.
This is an emerging area of research, and it's something where children have a head start because their brains are still growing.
The ability of the adult brain to form new connections is considerably less robust than it is in a baby.
Jake has epilepsy, and he can't move his right arm.
Developmentally, he's about 3 in a lot of things. Other things he's fantastic at, but the majority of things he's 3.
He is doing much better than everyone expected, and he loves school.
Never in a million years thought I'd go to mainstream school. Not at all.
One of the things that we see in children like Jake, that plasticity has resulted in the movement of the functions to the non-damaged half of the brain. That's pretty amazing.
Can you put these in there for Mommy, please? All of them? That's it.
Dr. Scott now thinks this is exactly what's been happening with Noah.
Over time, he's been able to develop, and much of his cortical brain tissue seems to have improved a great deal, and that's what's supporting his skills like memory and concentration.
All that brain training his parents have been doing is the sort of stimulus that his brain needed to kick it into action.
That's the first time he's done that?
No, I don't know.
So he's obviously watching every single thing.
I done it.
Plasticity is a really exciting area of neuroscience.
Ready?
Most of the research into the effects of brain injury have been in adults. And I think Noah's case tells us we should look more at children and how the child's brain achieves plasticity, its ability to recover. If we could learn how it does that, then maybe we could improve the recovery of adults as well as children after a brain injury.
For Dr. Scott, Noah is a living example of how new pathways can be formed in the brain, and Noah could unlock this developing area of science.
Noah can help us understand these extraordinary changes that can happen in the human brain.
But the odds are stacked against Noah physically.